Welcome, friends, to a new episode in our Road to Class A series. We're trying to reach 1800 USCF, and hopefully it'll be a short journey and a short series, but I expect that it's probably going to take at least as much time, if not longer, than it took us to get to Class B. But I have another game. I'm playing white against Clark McCutcheon, and this is the Fall Swiss round number 3 at our local chess club here in Waukesha. So, 1e4. We're playing e4. I'm still trying to fight the good fight, playing e4, and I'm learning a lot. It's been a few weeks now. This is week number 6 or 7, I think. Yeah, round 3. I got one more game to go, and so right now we're at 1-1 for our tournament results, I believe. Let's take a look. I don't remember. Yeah, we won round 1 and we lost round 2. So this is the tiebreaker. Need to get ahead, right? So, all right. Clark plays e5. Knight f6, or sorry, knight f3. And knight f6. We see a Russian game, the Petrov. I haven't seen this over the board yet. I've only seen it in my Chessable courses in the quick starters, so I have a general idea of what I'm supposed to do. So let's get into it. Knight e5, he plays d6. Knight back to f3, knight takes e4. Knight to c3, knight takes knight, and d takes c3. And bishop e7. This is all standard stuff. It's been seen. It's a very common position in the Petrov. A lot of players from the black side like to play this because it's very easy to play and it doesn't get really messy, really too much until you want to make it messy. Right now, yeah, I'm 16-12 in this tournament and Clark is 1900. So this is a tough game for me. So what I do know about this opening is that the idea is to develop your bishop to e3, develop your queen to here, and then castle queenside. Okay. And he plays knight to c6. I develop my queen to d2. He plays bishop e6. I play bishop to d3, which apparently is where we're out of book. He told me that he was not expecting this move. And I don't think I should have played this move here. I think I should have castled. But that's okay. I think we're doing okay. Sorry, I have a little tickle in my throat. I've been talking for 2 hours, which is not something I'm normally used to doing. Okay. He moved his queen up to d7. I castled queenside. He played h6 to keep me out of g5 square. Which makes sense. King to b1, a6, and I put a knight in the center. Knight to d4, and he castled queenside. So all of my lines that I know about were when they castle kingside. So now I'm out of book. I don't know what to do. I only know or have ideas of what I'm supposed to do. Which was going to be a kingside pawn storm, but I don't have that idea anymore, so now it's just a game. We're playing chess. And at this point, I feel like Clark probably has a lot more experience in this area than I do, so I need to come up with some ideas, and I need to come up with some ideas really fast. So my idea was to create some threats, and how I did that was queen to e2. I want to actually sacrifice my bishop and just come in here really quickly. And but he stopped all that. He just played knight to b8. So, okay, we're stuck at this point. I'm not really stuck, but all right, I see the idea. I've learned my lessons from a few games ago. This square I have to be careful of because of a skewer. So I played h3 to keep him out. And here he played c5, which I don't know if this is a thematic move or if this is normal or not, but moving a pawn in front of your king like that to me just seems absolutely crazy. And I don't know why you would do that. I get it in some openings. Now, maybe that's okay to do here. Maybe it's not, but I am unsure. Now, I played knight to b3, but I'm looking at this now, and I think I should have just taken the bishop. Okay, take the bishop. He can either have the strong center or take with the queen. And, okay, let's go. So, I think I like this. I think this is okay. Maybe this is not. Maybe this is trash, but I feel like with the amount of pressure that I know is coming, I feel like maybe I like this a little bit better. But I didn't do that. I played back because I want to keep the pieces on the board. I want to create threats. And he played queen to a4. And I was just like, what is this? You're coming at me so fast all of a sudden. And now I feel like I'm already losing. I feel like I'm stuck and on the back foot. I'm like, oh my gosh. What do I do? All right, so I'm going to come back, knight to c1, shoring up my king side, and potentially playing for b3. He plays bishop f6, and now I'm like, well, now I can't play b3 because then my c-pawn hangs. Okay, so I'm going to shore up my c-pawn with bishop to d2. So that he's just pushed me back. Just push me back, push me back. He's got all this space, and I'm just like stuck. Ugh. Rook h e8, and I play queen to f3. I want to get my other rook into the mix. That's my plan here. And I don't really have many other plans. I'm just trying to figure out what the best option is to play. I want to play maybe queen to f4 and trade queens and do that sort of thing. He plays knight to c6, getting, you know, his last piece into the game. And I finally get to play b3. Knowing that he's going to play queen to a3. Sorry, I need a drink. My throat's really dry from all the speaking. So he plays queen to a3, and now I'm kind of struggling because I don't really have much of a plan. I don't know what to do. All of his pieces are so well coordinated, and mine are just not. They're garbage. They're really. I need to create some sort of counterplay. I need to do something because his knight's going to come in. He can play b5 and then b4, and he's got mate threats coming. I don't know, like, how to stop this stuff from happening. Like, I'm struggling. So I don't really know what to do. So what I ended up coming up with was bishop to e4, hoping that he'd play d5 so I can play bishop f5. And my plan worked. He played d5, I played bishop f5, and now I've got this pin, and I can alleviate a little bit of tension. Got rid of the light squared bishop, and I feel like, okay, he doesn't have as much of a threat coming at my king as I thought he did. And I saw the next two moves, and I saw this all before I did this. From here is where I saw this whole sequence. Here, takes, queen to f4, check. He's got to move, and now I can get the trade of the queens. And I thought, okay, I feel like I'm doing okay. Come to find out, this is not good because look at these pawn islands. And he's got boom, 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 boom. These are all together. And then this. And if you take an assessment of this position, I would say black is winning. I don't know by how much, but I would expect it's quite a bit. So it's not very good. And he plays c4. See, I can't even bring my... I want to bring my knight to c3, but I can't. And I guess what I think I should have maybe possibly done was do a3 and then knight c2, knight a2, and then knight b4. So here, here, and then here. But it's all stopped with a5. And then what? Okay, well, that was useless. So yeah, I don't like it. So I played f3. I want to stop him from trying to do any type of expansion here. He plays king to a7. I thought, okay, I can maybe unwind a little bit, and maybe I can force him to push some of these pawns so I can get a little bit of room to play, because I don't have a whole lot of squares. C takes d, e takes d, and bishop f4. So now I've got a little bit of space to maneuver around. And I'm still holding him back where he can't get in yet, but I don't have a lot of time. Rook to d5. I get my rook into the game. He takes, and now I feel like I've gained a little bit. He plays rook a5. I knew he's going to come pick up these pawns, and I'm kind of in trouble because this bishop is bearing down. He can push here, and then this rook's going to be here, and there's all these types of mate threats still. Ugh, I'm still not out of the woods yet. So I thought, okay, I can play here and then try to maybe play a3 and then, you know, lock this up. But I still can't lock it up because he's going to have his rook here and there's nothing I can do. Rook to e4. I don't really understand what the purpose of my move was. I think I probably should have just went to rook to e8, but I think I'm just trying to create any type of situation at all. Knight to e2. He pushes d3. C takes d. C takes d. And knight to f4. Now I feel as though I've unwound my pieces, but he's got all three of his pieces coming towards my king. And what do I do? So he's also got this pawn that's going to be maybe promoting. So I go to the pawn, rook to a2, king to d2 or d1, and he plays bishop c3, holding on to the piece. And now I'm stuck. Like, I can't take the pawn. He's going to promote. I need to come up with some sort of plan here. Does anybody see a plan? Leave a comment down below. Pause the video. See if you can figure out what kind of plan I had. And let's see if you guys can come up with the same plan that I did. See if you can find my line of thinking here. It's hard. It's not easy. And it requires black to make a mistake. But if you can make the move and then black can maybe potentially make a mistake, we're doing okay. We're only doing okay. We're not by any means winning or anything like that. There's no tremendous like, oh, I got you. You're stuck. I win the game. This is just to get us out of the hole that we're in. And, all right, I think I've given everybody enough time. I played bishop c5. Check. And if he plays king h8 or a8, we have a mate threat. So he can't do that. So he can't come back. He can come here. And then we can kind of go back and forth. Same type of situation. We might win a piece. He might come up this way. And then we get some different types of scenarios here. So can't necessarily go this way. Maybe he can. Didn't look at all of that. But I was expecting him to play b6, which is exactly what I wanted, because I saw the next few moves. Takes, and this wonderful knight fork. Boom, boom. And this is a lucky move. You know, and he even said after the game, he's like, I should have seen that. And he had plenty of time, you know, at this point in the game. We have 20 minutes. 20 minutes each. So time is even. Neither one of us have... Actually, he's got 9 minutes on me at this point. So he's 9 minutes up. Move. He moves out of the way, and I take, going after his rook. He makes a move, getting his rook out of the attack, and I go to pick up the pawn, and he offered a draw. Or he played king c7 and offered a draw. And I thought, it's probably a draw. This is hard to play out. And I'm going to pick those rooks up. I'm going to have to go after the pieces. He's going to be able to come here. It's probably a draw. And evaluation-wise, I agreed. I agreed to the draw. I thought about it for 3 minutes before making the draw, or before accepting the draw. But yeah, I picked up a draw against a 1900, so 300 points above me. I can't complain. Is this a win for black or white? Nah, evaluation-wise, I think it's a little bit ahead for black, but not by much. It's pretty close to zeros. So yeah, not bad. I'm pretty happy with the result here. So I played a pretty solid game, despite I didn't really make too many major mistakes, I don't think. He played really, really well. I think I don't remember what the evaluation was. I'd have to go out and look. But thanks for watching, everybody. I do appreciate you guys liking and sharing. It helps me out a lot. And please stay tuned for round 4.